Thank you so much for coming to the annual Human Relations Award Commission Awards. My name is Vic Smith, and it's our pleasure to have you here this afternoon. Today, we will be delighted to be joined by a room full of people who have chosen to make positive differences in our community. Those who have submitted nominations for the awards, thank you very much. You have taken it upon yourself to recognize people who routinely dedicate parts of their days to community service. We welcome the award recipients this year also. Of course we do. You belong to a fine group of people who have chosen to make Fort Collins better for all members of the community. We thank family and friends for coming here and supporting the person who you know who's getting the award and fostering their generosity. And we welcome members of the City Council and City Government who are constantly trying to do good things for the community while balancing those efforts with the realities of political and philosophical differences. I suspect that most of us who have not held an elected position or a city position don't know how difficult it is to balance all of that. And I think if you're on City Council, you know that for sure. The Mayor of Fort Collins would like to say a few words, so it's my pleasure to introduce Mayor Wade Troxell.
Thank you, Vic. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Vic, and thank you all for being here today. This is one of my favorite events every year, being on council now in mayor, capacity of mayor. It's my honor to be here today and to provide some introduction prior to the awards. So it's a pleasure and a privilege to support the Human Relations Commission as they recognize these outstanding individuals and groups nominated for the 2015 Human Relations Award. And I'm joined here today with Bob Overbeck and Ross Kniff and Ray Martinez. So we're all glad to be here today. For over 3 decades, the City of Fort Collins Human Relations Commission has sponsored the Human Relations Award to celebrate those in our community that provide acceptance and respect for diversity. In many cases, the nominees have been volunteers in our community for many years and for many causes, and this is just another recognition for their outstanding work in our community. I congratulate all of this year's recipients and applaud all of those of you for your volunteer work. Being recognized with this award is certainly an honor. Each of you has truly earned and are deserving of this award, and congratulations on behalf of the City Council and the City of Fort Collins. We want Fort Collins to be a welcoming community for all people of all races, backgrounds, ethnicities, and religions. And we thank you for helping to build bridges and to fortify that unity. Your work and commitment help to raise awareness for all. I would also like to offer a special praise to the HRC for reaching out to the public and hosting this event and continuing to discuss these issues with the community. The HRC has made a special effort this year to collaborate with other community organizations involved in promoting and accepting an inclusive community. They have been working with many local groups in hopes of bringing together these diverse views. And I think that's really one of the great strengths of our community. There's so many different organizations, volunteer groups, and that sort of thing. And having the HRC reach out and work together, I think only strengthens those kinds of relationships. I want to recognize a few individuals. First, on behalf of the city, I would like to once again thank the Human Relations Commission and Chair Vic Smith and Vice Chair Colleen Conway. I would also like to offer special thanks to Mary Vivo, the chair of this year's event, and Miles Crane on the Media and Community Recognition Committee. They were in charge of planning and organizing this event. I applaud the cooperation and shared purpose. This is a great example for all of our boards and commissions to emulate. And I would also like to provide a sincere thank you to all the guests that are in attendance here today. I would also like to thank all of you that sent in a nomination form. Without your thoughtfulness and taking the needed time, we would not have the opportunity to present this award to those such deserved in our community. And lastly, I'd like to applaud all the nominees for their ongoing commitment to advancing the cause of human rights in the Fort Collins community. I thank you, and I wish the best to all the award winners, and thanks to the HRC. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and thank you for coming to the HRC Awards ceremony and sharing that with us today. You know, I'm constantly amazed at the talent and the passion that makes our community so great. And thank you to Vic and Mayor for your kind words, but as we all know, planning an event takes many hands. And I'm honored to serve on a commission with such talented people that surpass excellence in their own individual right. So I'd like to introduce the HRC commissioners. I'm going to try to pronounce all of their names correctly. Joseph Lesky, Colleen Conway, Christine Hayes, Preeti Satay, Jimena Sagas, and you've met Vic. Who have I missed? Anyone? Miles. Gosh. Special thanks to Miles for keeping me on track. So thank you so much. Many people are unfamiliar with what the HRC's purpose is in the community, and so I would like to have Jimena come up. She's going to talk a little bit about that, and then she's going to launch us into our award recipients.
Hello everyone, my name is Jimena Sagas, and I'm here to talk a little bit about the purpose of HRC. So exactly 1 year ago, I was elected to serve on the Human Relations Commission. My first interaction with the Human Relations Commission was over 10 years ago when a human rights organization I was a part of was invited to this very same ceremony to receive an award. Thereafter, and like many of you here today may do, I continued my work with the organization and left the ceremony not quite understanding who the Human Relations Commission is and what they do. After serving on this commission for 1 year, I realized that I did not want you to leave here today without knowing and understanding the purpose and the work of the commission. So, who is the Human Relations Commission? Our commission is composed of 8 volunteers and 1 ex officio member. This commission was established by City Council to promote the acceptance and respect for diversity through educational programs and activities, and to discourage all forms of discrimination. What has the commission accomplished since my tenure 1 year ago? We approved the sponsorship of the Multicultural Community Retreat, a transcendental and transforming retreat for members of our community to learn about cross-cultural impacts, develop their cultural proficiency, and become inspired to take action. We have made recommendations to the City Council to update our ordinances in regards to public indecency and camping on public property. We look forward to providing more input to City Council. We concluded a year-long series of forums that provided education and provoked crucial conversations within stakeholders about mental health in our community. Topics featured included post-traumatic stress, how mental health issues can impact public schools, law enforcement and the penal system, mental health issues impacting homelessness, joblessness, and poverty, suicide prevention, and how to destigmatize mental health issues. We've invited guests to educate and help us increase our awareness about gentrification, health equity, issues that affect at-risk youth, affordable housing, city planning for the downtown area, civil rights in the workplace, the overlap of mental health stigma and diversity, stereotyping, and police services, to name a few. I feel I speak for my fellow commissioners and myself in expressing that we have had a successful year, not only because of the efforts we have put forward, but also because the culture we have propagated to listen when people need to be heard, to understand the ever-changing complexities of our community needs and ambitions, and most importantly, the courage to be a voice for the voiceless. Each member of this commission is a plank on the bridge that connects the people and the government that serves them. We have the privilege to learn about our community's triumphs. As well, we have the obligation to comprehend our shortcomings and the challenges we have yet to overcome. Today, we celebrate our triumphs thanks to you. All the best in your work. Now I have the pleasure to give out the first award. It will be for the adult category. This person never stops giving back to our community. As a nutritionist and MSLSSW, she has not only taught the value of healthy eating, psychotherapy, and personal training, she has volunteered her knowledge to individuals and nonprofit organizations. She has voluntarily supervised master's level social work interns through CSU. Years ago, when Leah realized, oh, I'm sorry, I said the name already. Gave up the surprise. Okay. Years ago, when she realized a whole health fitness program did not exist in our community, she established Become Fit, which is something you pass by Prospect all the time, right? Leah's passion for mind and body wellness holds no barriers. When health challenges arose and faced with chemotherapy, Leah realized a YouTube video of her own personal experience to lessen the fear of cancer treatment. Leah didn't stop there. She discovered NED, no evidence of disease, a unique rock band of 6 gynecologic oncology surgeons from across the country, taking healing and the hearts to a new level. Leah brought their documentary to the Lyric this past winter with the goal of reaching local women and the medical community in a powerful way through music. Leah has served on local boards of nonprofits and continues to be involved with the CSU Department of Social Work. Congratulations, Leah Barrett. Please come up.
Would Alma Vigo Morales please come forward? I have to say something personally before I tell you a little bit about Alma. But Alma, we've never met. My name is Chris. I've been around Fort Collins for over 3 decades, and you've always been somebody that I have been very aware of and I've always admired tremendously. So I want to say hello. It's an honor to meet you. Very much an honor to meet you, okay? And it's very appropriate for a senior to present the senior award, okay? So I want to express to all of you that dedication, passion, and expertise for social justice. Alma is a true advocate for all residents of Fort Collins. Alma has spent decades working to help ensure Fort Collins is a welcoming, inclusive community. Alma has served as the city's human rights officer, and that's different from the Human Relations Commission, and worked in human resources as Hewlett-Packard's creating and implementing diversity trainings for over 3,000 employees. It was those same diversity trainings that led to the first multicultural retreat co-hosted by the City of Fort Collins and executed in large part by Alma, who drafted much of the curriculum. The retreat was replicated for a number of years and lauded for its success and ability to bring together disparate groups of community members. Alma owns a consulting firm titled Diversity Solutions Group, which provides domestic and global intercultural relations among a host of other issues. I'm going to repeat that. Diversity Solutions Group, okay? Alma's work continues to have a profound and lasting impact on all of us who call Fort Collins home. It is really a privilege to present this award to you, Alma. Thank you so much.
So I am so honored and so humbled by this award. So happy to know that the Human Relations Commission still continues to do good work and thrive, even after all these years. Yeah, I have to tell you, my work is my life. And if you didn't get a chance to see the article in the paper today on the front page, the life of Rachel Esters, if she can live her life with so much courage and so much integrity, I can certainly continue to do this work and live my life with more integrity and more courage. So, so here we go. We continue, right? Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Janet. Where is Janet? Thank you.
So I'm glad Alma got this down to my height. I was wondering about that. Good afternoon, friends. My name is Colleen Conway, and I've been an HRC commissioner for about 4 years now. In that capacity, every year, sometimes multiple times a year, we have members of our Fort Collins Police Department come and talk to us, usually an educational reason of some sort. Sometimes we've asked them to come see us, and sometimes they have asked if they can come and talk to us. Very often they're educating us on general policy, and sometimes they're speaking with us about specific problems in our community that our community might be struggling with. I can tell you that we are blessed to have a police department that is determined to operate with integrity and transparency, compassion and respect, which allows them to enjoy a high level of confidence and trust from all of our community members. Their determination to choose applicants that not only reflect these qualities, and also their insistence on training and education that does not ever stop for them, is probably not seen in most departments across the country. And so I'm very proud of them. Therefore, when one of our police officers stands out so brilliantly with undeniable dedication and an ability to balance human compassion while protecting our citizens, we are truly talking about an exceptional person. Sergeant Kent Robinson is known to be an advocate for the disenfranchised, reaching out to homeless individuals and families, and knows many by name. Kent is also a well-known figure in the downtown district, promotes conversation and relationship with at-risk individuals, bridging Old Town safety between business owner and those in need of human services. It is my pleasure to be able to present this HRC Annual Award for your service to our community. Please come up.
Well, thank you. I didn't realize I did all those things. Many of you know me from the trainings that I've provided to the Human Relations Commission, along with our Citizens Review Board when I was in our Internal Affairs Unit. But what I really like about the Human Relations Commission is that you are promoting what we should all be doing in our community, which is building those relationships. So thank you for this award. I'm very honored and very humbled. From all the other recipients and being aware of previous award winners, I am very humbled by this award. Thank you.
My name is Joseph Dylan-Lesky, and I will be presenting the 2015 Human Relations Award for the nonprofit organization Homeless Gear. Homeless Gear has been providing tangible articles needed for critical care that are currently experiencing homelessness since their opening in May of 2008. These items include outerwear, non-perishable food, and even personal hygiene care products. Many times these supplies make the difference between life and death, especially during Colorado's cold winters. Homeless Gear supports both individuals as well as families in meaningful ways in operating in varying programs that support as well as assist in escaping their homelessness to stabilize current homelessness and alternative options. A most powerful and visible force in our community, Homeless Gear meets with people where they reside. It is in this way that Homeless Gear develops trust and understands a personalized support plan to ensure that the participants' success is pursuing in self-sustainable goals in employment and housing. Dave Root and his team are partnering with local business owners and the city government in developing a cohesive approach to providing a safe and adequate living conditions for all our citizens in Fort Collins and Larimer County. Dave Root, if you could come up here, please.
Thank you. Wow, there are a lot of people in the room who none of what we do would be possible without, so I just want to acknowledge the Human Relations Commission for this honor, all of our elected officials for being here, our city staff, police services. Special thanks to Daniel, as I know he was the one who nominated us, so thank you, Daniel. Sister Mary Alice and Mary Alice McComb, two of our board members. Linda Nuss is with me. She's one of our staff members. Really nothing that we do would be possible without all of you, without the 1,000+ volunteers who contributed about 10,000 hours for us last year, the countless numbers of people who donated product, who donated cash, who supported us with their time, talent, and treasure. So it's really my honor to accept this award on behalf of all of those people. So thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Preeti Sathe. I would be giving out the Organization for Profit Award. Company is Wirestone. Wirestone is global marketing strategies. They are very impressive, yet in their local Fort Collins location, passion and community give back is a priority. Wirestone has volunteered rebranding, marketing strategies, and brainstorming sessions to nonprofits. They believe rewards are earned by offering volunteer hours to supportive services who otherwise would not be able to afford to hire a marketing strategist. The staff gives of the time to meet and provide expertise in fund development. Not only is the dynamic team professionally involved, they truly embrace the cause and personally promote other community members to volunteer and become involved in local charities. I would like to invite Robert Bond, Creative Service Manager of Wirestone, to accept the award.
As you heard, we are a global company, and by virtue of that, we do much of our business outside of Fort Collins. So most of you might not have heard of us, but the opportunity to connect locally and an opportunity to do a service as we did that brought this nomination means a great deal to us. So thank you, and thank you to the city and the HRC for this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Miles Crane, and I've asked Katie Akullo if she'd come up here. You want to stand on my right here, Katie? Katie is up here for the HRA Youth Award. Katie, first of all, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm doing well.
Okay, good to have you. Did you see your name in the paper on page 3 of the Coloradan today with all the other recipients?
My mom did show me when I got home from school.
That's something for you to treasure.
Yeah.
Well, Katie, it's an honor for the Human Relations Commission to present you with the Youth Award. The work you've done on a volunteer basis with intercultural community builders, several of whom are here today, is very much appreciated in the community. You've been a very effective teen leader. You've facilitated a number of workshops in which you've inspired other high schoolers and middle schoolers to follow you as a role model. And you've done this with passion and humanity and an exceptional group of skills. In closing, I'd like to briefly say to you that I hope this award will be seen by you as a step representing the beginning of a great life journey, and that it will be an opportunity for you to influence others in a very positive manner and do what you always have done to help make Fort Collins a welcoming community and all other communities you live in a welcoming community, to try to change the world in any way you can. Thank you very much, Katie. Congratulations.
I would just like to say a few words. First of all, I would like to thank Miss Carol Miller and Mr. Sam Hastings, as well as my dad, who many of you know, Mr. James Owing, for being here with me today. Each of them has inspired me in their own way to start and continue doing service work and activities that I'm passionate about, that I believe have been beneficial to the community. Ms. Carol Miller is the founder of Intercultural Community Builders. As Miles said, I've been a part of facilitating that workshop for teens, and if you would like to know, there is an option for adults as well. I would highly recommend it. We do a lot of work talking about bullying and many issues that affect us personally that a lot of people don't always talk about in their day-to-day life. We like to bring up issues that can be hard to talk about and make a safe place so that everyone can take new strategies out into their world and help better their small community and hopefully the Fort Collins one. With Sam Hastings, I have been privileged to go on several mission trips to Pasadena, California, Pine Ridge, South Dakota, and Jackson, Mississippi. And all of those, I've learned new ways to connect with people that I'm not familiar with. All of these places I've been to were impoverished areas, and I was able to connect with my peers as well as be involved in a community different from my own. And those are skills that I'm glad that I've earned and hope to take with me to future uses. So thank you very much for this award.
Those of us who can remember when we were 18, how many people were that savvy at 18? How many of us knew the things that Katie knows?
I thought you were trying to remember me.
No, I don't remember when I was 18. But it's impressive, and we're in good hands if this is what we have, don't you think? I think we're in very good hands. I'd like to invite all the rest of the other people who received awards to come on back up, please. Bring your plaque with you, your plaques, please. You know, we're fortunate for many reasons, not the least of which is to be in Fort Collins with an amazing group of people who strive to make our community better. We celebrate your commitment, your dedication, your accomplishments. We honor you as you encourage us to take advantage of opportunities to promote respect, dignity, and common good for all members of the community. We also count on you. We count on you to help us remember to shed intolerance and adopt acceptance, blame less, and look more within ourselves. Avoid exclusion as we work toward equity and inclusion. And finally, to take risks by trying to understand unfamiliar and diverse points of view. Thanks to all of you for teaching us. We appreciate that.